Hello everyone, Dr. Poonam Sambhaji here, child and newborn specialist from Porvorim. Now I am specifically taking my name, full name and my designation because n number of queries on my WhatsApp for asking for dosage of this medicine, dosage of that medicine, God knows how many medicines. See, I am here just to give awareness about COVID. I am not here to answer your daily doses of medicine or the problems with your baby. No. For that, I have my clinic for the kids checkup. Okay, I am a pediatrician, so please do not ask me adults problems, regular problems. For COVID related common queries that the people are suffering from, I am here to answer them. That is my basic purpose of coming in public. Otherwise, if you know, no doctor tries to come in public because of basically this problem that people expect us to answer each and every question in the world on WhatsApp at the click of your one question. Okay, like just now before I started, one patient was almost chatting with my receptionist for so long just to get a dose of one medicine called Omnacotil, which we cannot start just on hand. But this person went on asking when I told him, please, properly, okay, with full respect, I told him, please sir, go and visit your doctor. He tells, are you out of your mind? How can I come from UK? I mean, if you cannot come from UK, why are you asking? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, right. So I don't want to get irritated with those questions. Anyways, forget that. Let's go to your questions. Journey. Okay, Journey has asked me, bravo, can 5-year-old suffering from stammering have solution of medicine? Again, Johnny, this is a regular problem with the baby, so you will have to visit your pediatrician and decide further what to do. Second, Geeta has asked me 2 questions. Is fecal-oral transmission of COVID positive? Now, what is fecal-oral transmission? Is basically when you wash your private parts, okay, from there, whether there is possibility that the disease will be transmitted by that hand which has touched your private parts to you. Yes, fecal-oral is possible. That is the reason why when we always say that when a COVID positive person goes to the toilet, he should always close the lid of the toilet before flushing, because even from those aerosols are generated. Also, regarding the fecal-oral, yes, all the body fluids and even feces is a type of body fluid, and there are many patients who have loose motions during COVID. These are all infective. All the body fluids are infective, so fecal-oral transmission is possible. Second, she has asked this question, many people have asked, so I will just take Geeta's name, but I think yesterday at least 15 people asked me this same question, that is newborn care of COVID in pandemic. Okay, so this was asked by Geeta, by Manasvi Halankar, and at least 15 of them on my WhatsApp. So again, let me tell you, to all those people who are asking me questions on WhatsApp, you will get a standard 2 auto messages from my WhatsApp, and whenever I see it or my receptionist see it, you will get another standard message, this thing, kindly tune into my FB page on live. Be sure I am going to answer your question if it is related to COVID. I will not answer questions like my baby has runny nose, my baby has tummy pain, my baby has something else. I am not going to ask that, because this question is not going to help 100 more people. But yes, questions like this, how can I take newborn care, is it fecal-orally transmitted, or anything to do with COVID, is going to help another 100 people. My main aim is that. So if I don't answer, please do not feel bad. Okay, but if whatever your question is, definitely once I send you that tune into FB, means I have seen that question, I have noted down that question, and that question I usually save on my PDF, and that's how I answer. So your next question is, yes, newborn care in COVID pandemic, okay, asked by Geeta, Manasvi Halankar, and many more on the WhatsApp. So in newborn care, it all depends, is the mother positive or no. If the mother is positive and asymptomatic, okay, in that case, as well as if the mother is negative, in both the cases the baby is going to go through a normal course, that is, she is going to get her breastfeeding. Now, but the testing and everything, I wouldn't go more detail in that, because I want to make a separate proper video of that, wherein how you go about when the mother is positive and she delivers during the COVID season. Okay, that I will go in detail later on. Presently, let me tell you, in your hand, what is there in your hand is that you have to breastfeed the baby. Whether the mother is positive or not positive, you have to breastfeed the baby. Even those mothers who are positive and asymptomatic or are mildly symptomatic are all breastfeeding their babies, and we have got really good results from that. There was a study which was conducted with 90 ladies who have delivered during COVID, and they were studied. Okay, nothing happened to the baby. The mothers had to they had delivered during COVID and were positive. Okay, both the things. So nothing happened to the baby. Baby was kept on breastfeeding. Also, only one mother developed very high fever during that time when her milk was tested, and though the test came positive for the virus was not grown in a culture media. So that shows how much virus load was there in the milk. So there was literally very, very insignificant load in the milk. So that's why we say give the breastfeeding. Now this breastfeeding naturally is having antibodies towards all other diseases, and we hope that there is little bit of antibodies even against the COVID whenever you all are going to develop it. Other care for the baby, see that you do not allow many people to mix up with baby. We never know who is positive. Okay, so don't allow many people to visit the baby. Don't take the baby out too many times except for their vaccination doses. Yes, this reminds me of the next question. The next question was, how do you go about the vaccination of the baby? I have made an entire one video on corona pandemic and the regular vaccine of the baby. This is on my YouTube channel, Dr. Poonam's vlog. So if you are interested, please go through it for the entire information. Okay, but for now, to answer the question, you have to go and get your disease, get your vaccinations, sorry for the disease. Okay, you have to go and get your vaccinations as regularly you would have gone. Okay, because we do not want to fight with the additional demon of all these diseases coming. Already COVID is there. In addition to that, just imagine if we do not vaccinate our babies, the baby may get vulnerable to diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, polio, H influenza B, pneumonia, so many diseases which we have tried to control. Especially in Goa, there is we have a very, very good coverage of vaccination. Okay, but due to COVID, many patients have missed their vaccine. So please take your all precautions. Wear mask, use your hand sanitizer, don't touch too many things in the clinic, take a proper appointment. If not an appointment, go on proper time when there is no much rush. Okay, like the way we follow, many pediatricians must be following the way I follow here. So what we do is, the moment the patient comes, that patient is seen, the rest all patients have to wait out in their car or on the outside the clinic, wherever they stay. Okay, wherever they wait. Mostly my patients wait in their own car or near their own vehicle, and as one patient goes, the next patient will come. So we follow that so that not many patients are in connect with each other. Okay, so and most of the places I think that will be followed. So for vaccination, please do not get scared. Go ahead. Okay. Hi Shamshad Sheikh. Hi Vinay Jindal. Shamshad Sheikh again. Ravindra Kadam. Prachi Sawan. Brennan Tavares. Hi. Princess Suvida. Hi to everyone. Okay. And hi to all other people who are live with me presently. Now next is, if I come in, this is a one very important question that I think Manaswi Halankar has asked. If I come in contact with a positive person, will I get affected with the virus? If yes, in how many days? Okay. So for this, the answer is, if you get in connect with the virus, okay, the virus has an incubation period. Now what is incubation period? That is the time it takes for you to get affected with that virus. It is not that moment I get I come in contact with a positive person, I become positive. No, it takes at least minimum 1 to 12.5 days. 1 to 12.5 days. Okay, that is the average that we take, and maximum around 14 days. So average we take as 5 to 6 days. It takes anywhere from 1 to 12.5 days for you to get infected, maximum being 14 days. Okay, so that is the time. Within that much time you will start getting if you are infected, you will start getting your symptoms of COVID. Okay, so that is your answer. Median is 5 to 6 days, you can remember, maximum being 14 days.